Welcome. It's Friday Night Comics. We're so happy that you're here. It might be Saturday morning where you are. It might be Friday afternoon, sort of like sun going down. It might be late Friday night where you are. Anyway, wherever you are, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming out and drawing. This is the We Believe in Comics workshops at the Sequential Artists Workshop. Sequential Artists Workshop is a nonprofit, a 501c3 nonprofit with online courses and a whole host of other things and ways to learn comics and be a part of a comics community. You can find out more at learn.sawcomics.org. We have upcoming courses. It says summer courses. It's fall now, so that should say fall. We're enrolling for the year-long program, which starts technically on Monday, and we probably won't be showing the slide anymore after that. You'll hear a little bit more about that. Next week in this slot, Michael Ashner, who's here, will be emceeing, and Merrick Bennett will be hosting and doing a little journey comic. And Merrick's a really cool guy with a lot of great comics in his pocket and a lot of tricks. So I think that'll be a really great workshop. I'll be at SPX. You can sign up for Maureen Burdock's graphic medicine 3-month deep dive. That's happening November, December, and January. And that's going to be really wonderful, all about graphic medicine, a limited class size, very intensive. Week-long workshop we're doing in Gainesville, October 22nd to 25th. Come on down, see some alligators, make some comics, October 21 to 25th. There it is in Gainesville, and you can find out more at learn.sawcomics.org. So there is more about the online certificate program. Go over to the home site and learn about that. Saw survives from tuitions and donations. Thank you for donating. Thank you for donating tonight. If you donated, thank you for donating to any of our workshops. It really helps keep the lights on. It helps pay the instructors when they're being paid. I'm doing this pro bono, but it helps everybody. It helps support all of our mission, and it's pretty broad. You can support us at PayPal, Patreon, and a variety of other places. I'll put that in the chat. You can become a sustaining member, which helps a lot as well. Okay, so no inappropriate speech or imagery, no trolling or hate speech. Keep it PG-13 when you share. Thanks. Hashtag Friday Night Comics is where you can share things. You can use the @ symbol at Comics Workshop, or you can join us for free at any time at, excuse me, members.sawcomics.org. So, oh yeah, and also you can go to Seesaw Comics. You can see the PDFs that we've been making weekly. We've been doing that for half a year now, where you show up and you put it in the Dropbox, and we make a little PDF of it every week, and that's been really fun to do. People have been posting and being a part of that. So enjoy. Well, right now we're here for Tom Hart, who is doing the lettering OMG, it's called, but actually it's going to be a little more than that. I'm going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to share again. Welcome, and I appreciate everybody in the chat opening things up and getting things going. Tell us where you're coming from. So, like I said, I'm hosting and emceeing tonight, so I'm going to try and do both. And if I falter, Michael will say, "Hey, Tom, that's not how you do it." So, welcome. I'm going to share my screen differently this time. I'm going to go share this. And we're going to talk about what we're going to do. We're going to do, am I spotlit? I should probably spotlight myself. There we go. This is called lettering, but it's more going to be about dialogue and playing with dialogue and having some fun with it. And it's just going to be a simple little thing. And I'll tell you more in a second. I think this is the right thing to present. No, not that. This. Do you see OMG, lettering OMG again? Okay, cool. I think so. Okay, so the reason first of all, somebody canceled on us for September 6th, so I came in and swept in and came in to do it. But also next week I'm going to be at SPX, and I agreed to do a lettering workshop there. And I thought, wow, what a great way to get ready for that workshop would be to do an online workshop. And then I realized after setting this one up that it's completely different than anything I would do in person. And so like Zoom and in person are totally different. So I'm basically doing two different workshops. I don't think I'll reproduce any of this at Small Press Expo, but if you go to a Small Press Expo, see if you can squeeze into the 3:30 to 5 o'clock workshop on Saturday. Anyway, So we're gonna do some warm-ups. So get yourself a piece of paper. I've got my notebook, some paper, some pen, the drill. Actually, I think um yeah, I'm gonna do this on paper. And we're gonna make five, we're just gonna make some lists first, and then we're gonna make some doodles. And then after that, we'll make a four-panel comic and I'll join you all in all of that. So the first thing we're gonna do is write down, and I'm gonna try and put this in the chat as we go too, something that you yelled recently, should say yell, not yell, that you yelled recently or wanted to yell. So that is the first thing you're gonna write down. We're gonna take about, 10 or 20 seconds for each of these. And I'm going to put these all in the chat so we don't lose out. Oops, hang on a second. There we go. So for instance, I'm going to write down, uh, use your darn blinker. I drive too much. And if you want to write down any of these things in the chat or something, you can as well. Okay. So number two, something you whispered recently or something you would whisper. Does that make sense? Two, and that's in the chat. So for me, it could be something. What would I whisper? Um, I might whisper, um, Jackie says very non-PG. Yeah, just don't share it at the end. Nikki, I love you to my cats. You light up my life. Or whisper, hey, drive. I don't know, anything. Or maybe you whisper something malevolent, that's possible too. Okay, the third thing, something an alien would say upon landing on our planet. So number three is something an alien would say. So for instance, my example might be, how about, is there another species we can talk to? Yeah, what's that smell? That's a good one. Let's see. Um, okay, so that's number three. What on earth is going on here? Yeah, that's a good example too. We took a wrong turn somewhere. Right, great. Okay. Number four is something overheard 600 years ago or more. Okay, so that's number four. Um, oops. Oops, it's not a pasting for me. Let me see if I can get it in there. Forsooth. Yeah, sure, that works. So for me, let's see, what would I say well, what did I overhear 400 years ago? Uh, my example. Yeah, Judith is on the same trail as me. Hey, I'm going to say, hey, this capitalism thing is working out pretty well. That's a very fine trebuchet you've got there, says Alice. I love the etching on your chainmail. Fun. My humors are unbalanced. Is that a boy? Enjoy the convent. Great. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Okay. The last thing is something the leeches, something a bunch of voices would say over top each other or in unison. So it could be either like something they might say over top of each other is like, um, pick me, or I'm next, or get out of my way, or that's mine. Or something they might say in unison. Yeah, Judith says make love, not war. Yeah, something you might say in unison is goal. Goal. Bravo. Yeah. Ole. Um, I'm gonna say pick me, pick me. So I'm choosing this sort of over top one another. Pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. Cool. Okay. Trick or treat. Oh yeah. This is what tomorrow. Yeah, there we go. Cool. So you should be writing these down in your own book. Nice. Alice, can you hear me now? Um, okay, I forget what's next, but I guess we're gonna find out. Next. All right, take a little breather after that. Um, I was here first. Totally. And again, good use of the chat too is to borrow other people's ideas sometimes too. So I hope that's okay. All right. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show a bunch of images and you know what? I wonder if I can share my screen and do it. No, I think I'm just going to hold it up to the screen. Hold up what I did. Okay. So I'm going to share a bunch of images, and what you're going to do is, first of all, don't worry about the quality of drawing. We're going to draw for 1 minute each at the most, maybe even less. And in each image, put in one of those pieces of dialogue you just wrote. I'm going to show 8 images. You've only got 5 pieces of dialogue, so there'll probably be repetition. Um, and we'll start right now. I'm going to hide
Are
this. Michael, you
we
got that?
drawing these in panels or one?
No, just this is just doodling, and wherever it fits. Rocco asks, we should copy the image. Yeah, copy the image, but super, super fast. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to share my screen and show you as an example what I did as a warm up to get ready. Michael, thank you for asking. If I can find, I'm going to stop sharing. Actually, that's not true. I'm going to share. I'm going to go back to sharing. The first image, for instance, is this one. It is like, and now I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to show you what I did as a warm up today, that might be a good example. But I have to turn off my background to do that. So you remember the thing I would yell would be like, use your stupid blinker. So then I just drew that. It's the same image, the person pushing the person on the donkey saying, use your darn blinker or whatever. So that's all we're gonna have to do is something that crude just to get it down. And then we stick in the dialogue somewhere. Does that make a little sense? And if it doesn't, maybe Michael can help. Okay.
Are- But
Yeah,
Tom, are we thinking about how we're writing the dialogue since this
not
is
necessarily. Just fit it in somewhere. There won't be enough time. But if you want to go that far, you can have fun with that. Nikki says it makes sense. So Nikki's on my side. I'm going to share my screen again. This is our first image. So your job, copy that image as fast as you can. It's 15 minutes after, right at the top of the minute. So you've got 55 more seconds and fit in one of those pieces of dialogue. Maybe it's the screaming one. Maybe it's the whispering one. Maybe it's the 600 years ago one. That makes sense? Hopefully it does. Um, can't do the slideshow and draw at the same time though. Maybe I can. Okay, you've got 20 seconds. Um, all right, we're going to move on to the next image.
oh my God.
I'll give you 5 seconds. It says I'm sharing my screen, but I don't think I am. My other screen. Okay. All right. The next one is this one. And you've got a minute. Yeah. Um, you've got a minute to doodle that one and add one of those pieces of text. Let's see. Um, we've got 25 seconds. So just fit that creature in there wherever it fits, fit those buildings in wherever it fits, and then fit that dialogue in wherever it fits, and find the one that seems to make the most sense. Um, okay, 5 more seconds, and we'll move on. Okay, here's the next one. Okay, same thing. You've got a minute. You can draw those two guys really quickly and fit in. One of them is saying something. Maybe somebody's saying something off camera. Maybe one of their shadows is saying something, but the dialogue you've already got. It's in your list. I'm gonna check the chat really fast, make sure everybody's okay. Yeah, somebody says, Nikki says great shadows. Okay. We're gonna be about I think I might let these linger a little longer, maybe go 90 seconds.
Yeah, I love that idea, Tom.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, we'll go 15 more seconds now. Okay, here we go to the next one. Got 90 seconds. We'll take 90 seconds for these. And again, you're going to draw, um, just doodle it really quickly. Have fun just figuring out the outlines. But
Your cursor's right on her nose, Tom.
oh, it is, isn't it? Let's take it off.
Thank you.
I didn't know if you could see the cursor or not. And now, what, is she saying something? Are the people off in the image saying something? Who's saying something? What are they saying? Are they saying that capitalism thing is really working out well, or are they saying something else? I forgot to say we'll probably use a lot of paper for this workshop. Okay, we've got 30 more seconds. When you work this fast, things just sort of combine and they don't even make any sense until the end. Okay, 10 more seconds and we'll move on. Okay, the next one is this one. A banana and a parakeet. Got 90 seconds. And again, you're going to draw this and you're going to add one of those pieces of dialogue from your list. Hmm. Got 45 seconds. Hmm. This is what democracy looks like. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Um, 20 more seconds. Sarah, I hope your hand doesn't hurt too bad, but a little bit of fun fun frustration is sometimes fun, useful. Okay, we're gonna move on. This one is probably the hardest image to draw if you want to categorize it as such, but just have fun with it. We'll have 90
Cursor,
seconds. What's that?
cursor, sorry. I must be neurodivergent. All I can see is the cursor.
Oh yeah, sorry, there we go. Cursor. Yeah, yeah, it's all right. Get that cursor off. So who's speaking here, right? Who's saying use your blinker or or do you have another species we can talk to or whatever? Whatever you wrote down, who's saying it? Is it one in the background? Is it Electra there? That's who that is in the front. I think that's Irene Pappas as Electra for what it's worth. Yeah, who wrote that? Yeah, Martha. Yeah, that's Irene Pappas. Pretty sure it's Electra. Nikki. I'm using somebody, whoever wrote This Is What Democracy Looks Like. I'm using that one. You know what? I lost track of the time. Okay. I think we're done with that one. Or Michael, or do we need
Yeah, I
10 more?
think we need like 20 more seconds to.
All right, let's say 20 more seconds. That'll bring us to 24, 20. You need 20 more seconds.
What?
Um, okay. The crazy thing is we're going to do something after this, but we're almost done with this warm up and then we'll go right into the four panel. Um, okay. You've got 90 seconds for this one. There's two more. This one and one more. Mine looks like a pig on a dog. All right. And 10 more seconds on this. All right. Libby says I could have used, looks like we took a wrong turn somewhere for all the images. Yell, whisper, alien 600 years ago. Oh, the one, Christina, you're missing is the a bunch of voices either in unison or speaking over one another. Okay, and the last image we'll do is this simple one. You and someone talking to you. And you have, again, 90 seconds for this. You can draw this however you like. Or someone you're talking to, but you can change it however you like. Ask them leeches. Okay. 30 more seconds on this one. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. This became more absurd than I expected. Um, all right. So I think we did 8 images in a short amount of time. Um, I'm going to remove myself as spotlight and go to grid view. What I'd love to see, and this is if you all just want to hold one up or something up, it'd be great to see a bunch of people all at once. We're not actually going to share quite yet. We're going to do a 4 panel comic. Um, let's see what else we got. Oh, nice. Look at that donkey and then there's oh funny and there's the banana and there's the one. Let's see. Wrote, yeah. Oh, nice. There's some really nice fun drawings. Okay, cool. Well, everybody take a break. We're gonna do a really fast 4 panel comic. So take a look at these and what you did and what the I'm gonna share my screen and go back to the layout. What we want to do is take a break. Um, take a break. Let's do like 30 seconds just to look over your 8 panels that you drew or your 8 drawings. Hopefully they make you laugh or something anyway. Um, and now our 4 panel comic is this. And we're going to do it 4 panels per panel or 4 minutes per panel. So we'll do it as a total of 16 minutes. And what we're going to do is go from one piece of dialogue to another. So one in panel 1 to another in panel 4 that we've already written. And you can reuse some of these drawings or you don't have to. That's really up to you. I'm going to put all this stuff in the chat, by the way, right now. Yeah, there we go. You can go from loud to soft if you want an idea, or you could go from, yelling to whispering, or you could do the opposite, go whispering to yelling. You can always break the rules. And like Michael asked in an earlier time, um, you can have fun with the lettering too. Like where might you emphasize something since we sort of scribbled this so fast, but now you have a whole 4 minutes to play around with it. Does that make sense? And now I'm actually going to turn off this and I'm going to share my iPad. And it's in the chat what I just wrote. And now I'm going to draw. Oops. Oh, did I kill it? Let's see. Start broadcast. Am I sharing, Michael?
Uh,
Oh, I am.
yeah.
Hey, sit down. Okay. Hooray. So I'm going to do this with you all. I'm going to erase this. We're going to try and spend 4 minutes per panel. And bye, Eli. And Sarah, I think you can do anything you want. My idea was you would take 2 of these and go from one to the other, but you don't have to use necessarily the same images, but we do have 5 pieces of dialogue. Um, and so, but you could even go from the same piece of dialogue to a different and just say it in a different way. They're really, Elias says, are we using the same bits of dialogue from our original list? I think for 1 and 4, it's a good idea. But if 2 and 3, you need something else to get you there, you can try that as well. But, and it's fun not to think about it too much.
Well,
Uh,
are we aspiring to
for,
make this make sense, or is
yeah,
so
can
some
you? But
continuity, or are we
yeah, well,
going for
sure.
disjointed?
Well, here's one thing. I don't know if you can see my screen, but
Yeah.
I've got I wrote this banana. I've got this banana and this parrot, and the banana saying pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me. And I immediately think that at the end, it can end with some character saying this is what democracy looks like, but I'm not sure exactly how to get there. But it does seem that if somebody gets picked a lot at the end, there might be something where there's just something left over. And this is what democracy looks like, is this like pathetic little thing that's been picked over. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Or let's see if I can throw something else out there. This one says, do you have another species we can talk to? And then um the dog can say no. Um, and you know, I could just end it with Godzilla saying coming in and saying, do you have another species you can talk to? But I think I'm going to do the bird and the parrot thing, and I'm going to do that right now. Um, but if it's, or Jackie says, I can see where you're going with that. That's good. So again, let's see. Here's my banana. And again, we're going to go 4 minutes per. Let's see if I can put with Paul in the chat. Paula, I'm going to put the entire thing in the chat, everything we just did. Um, Hopefully this whole thing will paste. Okay, that entire long thing is everything we just did. Meanwhile, I'm going to draw that little bird. Trim this down a little bit. I have to look at my picture to see what that bird looked like. You don't have to use the pictures we drew, but and because I do have a little bit of time, although I could play around with how that looks. I'm going to overlap it a little bit, maybe even do this. And I know this isn't a lot of time, 4 minutes per panel, but um, oh, the pictures. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I can post the pictures. Um, hold on, give me a second. Okay. For Paula or anybody else, the images are here in the chat. And again, we'll have 4 minutes per panel. So maybe you should be on panel 2 by now. I'm gonna write it's 35 after. And for me, I'm gonna make this bird sort of picking at the banana. But again, your story's different. And I know this is all silly. I don't know if Sally Charette is here today. She could tell us exactly what kind of parakeet that is. Quaker Parrot. All right, I did that panel in 2 minutes, so I'll give you guys a couple minutes. I'm going to color a little. Oops. Well, too big. Silly, silly. Oops. That's the wrong. Oh, shoot. Okay. So panel 3. Now it's probably time to move on to panel 3. And if 38 after. I'm just going to try and figure out how to draw this banana all pecked at. Mean little bird. Whoops. Ah, that's not too bad. And whether or not you use dialogue in every panel is sort of up to you. Oops. And again, if you want to play around with the lettering, you can. Ah, the way. Heck, heck. I'm on to panel 4 at 41 after. I think my bird is going to be having a celebratory flap. I forgot who wrote this is what it, democracy looks like. Was it Alice maybe said that? Of course, it's not what democracy looks. I should say something else. I'm going to change it. Liz, that's pretty good. Another. All right. So I'm winding mine down. And we can open it up for sharing in a minute. And again, if you like, I know this four panel part was sort of, we really burned through it really quickly. If you'd like to take a couple moments and show one of the first parts, you can do that instead. I think you should choose one or the other to share. And we'll take a look. And I know this was more absurd than a lot of us, but I think I've just been stressed out, so I wanted to do something silly. Um, uh, that's fine. Oh, sure. Paula, yeah, I am using Procreate. I'm a newbie to it too. And Sarah, yeah, that's my whole paper. So, um, silly, super silly, super duper silly. Um, Walter, I'm glad you liked it. Um, good, good, good. Yeah, if people want to share it, we can definitely start sharing. Keely, the I don't know why, but that chat, as far as I know, the chat doesn't allow images to be uploaded. It's kind of tricky. Um, but I can usually really quickly create a Dropbox link. Let me see if I can do that. Um, um, let's see. I even have a temporary one opened already. Hang on a second. Um, here we go. Okay. Healy, if you can, should be able to put it there, and then I can grab the link in a moment. It won't take me very long. Great. Okay, so I'm done. I did my silly comic for the week. I'm trying to figure out if this is what democracy looks like. Would have been the better thing to do. I'm starting to think it was. But anyway, I'm going to stop sharing on this thing. How do I do that? Got to go back to Zoom. Stop sharing. Great. And actually, I can leave. Oops. Yep. Leave the meeting. Okay. Great. So I think Paul has had their hand up for a while, and if they want to share, they can come back. But we'll start. Here's we got a bunch of hands up. How great. So we'll go to Paula. Do you want to share? We can start with you, but if because you had your hand up. Then we'll go to, oh wait, I have to ask to unmute. Then we'll go to Judith, Larned, Libby, Carol.
Yeah, hi, sorry.
Oh, it's no problem. Here, I'm going to spotlight you. There we
Oh,
go.
spotlight me, that's good, yes.
Oh, fun. What great drawings. Oh, look at that. Wait. Oh, wow.
Yes.
I love how they fit all on the same page. It's just so delightful how they just kind of all emerge out of the same page.
Oh, thank you. I really enjoy these classes. They're brilliant.
Oh, thanks so much.
Your your work on the Procreate, by the way, is very, very good for
I,
your first time.
I
Very
started
good.
I started in April. Thank you.
It's really good.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Paula. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to ask for Judith next, and then Larned, then Libby, and then Carol. Judith, what does democracy look like where you are?
Okay, I ended up going with this. I had said I
Oh,
am
look at that.
sometimes. And then I said, so I tell myself, and then I had said, stop being annoying was the shouting. So I'm looking in the mirror and telling myself to stop being annoying because I was lonely. And then I say, my best friends tell me, remember, make love,
Oh.
not war. Still good advice after 600 years.
Oh God, that's a great one. I love it. I hope you'll post that in the chat
I will.
or in the on
I would have
social,
said
something
60
like that.
years or 600. It would be accurate either way.
Sure, right. You have a bit of a hippie background, right? You had some,
Well, don't you think that more people should think make love, not war is total makes total sense?
yeah, not hippie,
I don't
right?
know what
That's
happened to
normal.
people. What happened to them?
I,
I don't get it.
I agree
So I was
completely.
shouting that too, actually. There was a lot of shouting going on here.
Yeah, yeah, we heard. Okay. Thanks, Judith. Okay, we'll go to Larned next. Let's see what Larned's got.
Okay, what I tried to do was I tried to use in the 4 panels, I tried to use all the words that we'd written down in the beginning. And I also tried to use the same pictures. There's only one panel where I couldn't use the words that I had written down, but here's what I have. First panel is take me to your leader, the Godzilla one.
Sure.
And then the next two guys say USA, USA. And then in the next panel down here with the lady riding the donkey, that one I couldn't use some of the words that we had, so I used get help. And in the last one, the banana and the parakeet, never mind what's going on, I'm hungry.
That's great.
So that's what I did.
I'd love to know, meanwhile, what's Godzilla up to in that moment? Like,
Yeah.
have a fifth panel with what was happening.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Larned. Good to see you.
Okay.
All right. We'll go to Libby, then Carol, then Jackie. Okay. All right, Libby.
Hi there.
Hi.
And, looks like we took a wrong turn somewhere. And then I ended with trick or treat. Mhm.
Great, great, great. You guys really surprised me with connecting these things that I wasn't sure, if if the connections were gonna make themselves known, but that's great. Thank you so much, Libby.
Thanks.
Okay, we're gonna go to Carol next. Hey there, Carol.
Okay, here. Oh, how fuzzy we are. I don't think there it is. Okay, so one of the phrases was, "Oh, witches are queens," said 600 years ago, and then I put it with this picture of the cat on top, saying, "Witches are queens."
I like that. No, it's such just a simple, great combination.
It made me happy.
Yeah, you could spend a little more time with that and make it into like a little postcard that people would buy.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, Carol. Okay, we'll go to Jackie. See if Jackie kept it PG-13 or not.
Look, I picked the two guys that were excuse me, I was here first. They give of like two men in Florida or something.
Yeah.
Oh, awaken, wench, for the rats are at it again. He's sarcastic. Meanwhile, there's a spaceship flying to take me to your leader. And then they're like, what the actual?
Is that what
WTAF, what the actual blank?
Thank you. Thank you. This is making me laugh, this workshop. Thanks so much, Jackie. That's awesome. I hope other people don't mind the laughter. All right, we'll go to Maddie next. Here we go.
Hi, good. Hello.
Hi.
The first one, I hope, yes, this is the queen. The king has gone insane.
Oh, nice.
And the soldier is like, what do you mean, my lady? And there's the donkey, and it says, he's riding a donkey, but he thinks he's a kitten on a dog. And the last one is the kitten on a dog. And the kitten says, what a stupid species, which is like aliens coming to. Was that it? Yeah.
What a great connection. I love these like random, like to connect the donkey and the character and the cat and the dog. It's great. It's great. It's great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tom. This was so fun. Thank
Oh,
you.
good. I'm glad. Okay, we'll go to Bailey next and then Danya. Let's see. Here we go.
All right, so I've got the donkey pair saying no cutting. And then it zooms out to reveal they're in a line for survival. And it says, my handwriting is so bad and it's backwards.
Hey, I deserve to be here.
Hey, I deserve to be here. Yeah. And then it zooms out even further to show the city just like totally falling apart. Everything's on fire. And the other guy says, but I paid for premium seating. And then Godzilla almost looks sorry for them, saying like, your economy is illogical.
Oh, these are so ridiculous. I love it. Thank you so Thanks, Bailey. Thanks so much. That's hilarious. Help us, Godzilla. Somebody writes in the chat. Great. Okay, we'll go to Danya next. There we go. Hi. Oh, can't hear you yet. Not yet. We can't hear you.
I chose
There
the
we go.
button again. Here, she says, why, God, why? And then she says, to be slayed like that. And the Godzilla says, and then he says, disgusting, and he goes.
I love that. Did you do the lettering on a separate sheet?
Yes, I tried to be clean, so.
Oh, I love it. Oh, what a smart idea. Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
thank
That's so
you.
great. Yeah. That's a reminder to everybody to share wherever you can, and we'd love to see these later. I'm putting the Dropbox and other things in the chat. We'll go to Michaela next. Thanks, Maddie.
So I made a cartoon. Somehow it made sense. It features you, Tom. So what did it say actually? This isn't about lettering at all, grr. And then the answer is, oh yeah, Mongo sucks, Snowflake. Get used to it. And the only phrase that's, from the exercise is Mongols suck from about 600 years ago.
Right.
And then this shows the great Tom Khan from the Saw Horde. You don't look too flattered, Tom. I tried to, this is a drawing of you, whether you believe it or not.
No, I've always wanted to have Khan at the end of my name.
Yeah, Tom Khan, your horde is the Saw Horde. And then the Godzilla says, Great Khan Tom is, which is what the alien would have said when they landed. And then this is not democracy. I went like that.
That's delightful.
Thanks,
Did
everybody.
I haven't had a role in that before. Thanks, Michaela. Awesome. I appreciate it. Okay, we'll go to Tony next. And then after that, Randy, Elias, Daniel.
All right. Let's see. So the first one is my art is so stupid. What the hell? So the painting's talking back to him. And then it says, what does it say? It says, where's the next rest stop? So they're at the city dump. Godzilla's gonna dump his paintings. And then there's a dump worker saying, get to work, you bloody serfs. And then they all say, let's go. And the paintings run away.
Oh, the paintings go away. The paintings are alive. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Was my artist so stupid? Was that a whispered one? A yelled one?
It was a yelled one. And then what the hell was a whispered one?
Nice. Nice. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah.
How'd your first workshop go? You did that one already, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Awesome. All right, we'll check in with you later. Okay, we'll go to Randy next.
Thing I've said a lot lately is how about some service? So I had Godzilla coming in, crashing the buildings. How about some service? And then the two guys are like, well, look at that. They sure don't make them like they used to. And that was the thing. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
And then it says the dog and the cat were saying, let's make a run for it. And then over here, Godzilla's still yelling, how about some service? And then the little guy is in a disguise and he says, that way.
I love the repetition. I love that it's just like just Godzilla just comes in and like wants some service and is like not getting it and is frustrated. Come on, give me some service.
Yeah, it was fun. Fun to do it fast and not really think about it much. So
that's the spirit. Thank you, Randy. Awesome. Okay, we'll go to Elias, then Danielle, then Linda. Here we go.
I went from soft to loud to louder to soft again.
Oh, nice.
I love you.
Oh,
slow down. Be quiet. These are good onions. That last one was my overheard 600 years ago. These
oh,
are
yeah.
good ones.
Yeah, nice. Nice. I like that a lot. Yeah. I think you're onto something there. Thanks, Elias. All right, we'll go to Danielle next, then Linda.
Hey, so I think this is reversed. Sorry about that. But I went with a sexy weightlifting lady, and these rude men in the background. One of them is saying, I don't know why she used that video. And then the other one says, is that a boil? And then this server man is looking at her, and it turns out longingly, and he whispers, I love you more than ever.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, that's so good. What's saying in the first panel again? Oh, you'll have to unmute. Shoot. Just go. I don't know if you can, and I don't know how to do it. I lost you, Danielle. I'm sorry. Oh, can you show panel one again? I just want to see it again. Oh, that video, right. I love it. Thank you, Danielle. This is great. Okay, we'll go to Linda next. Here we go. Medieval.
Well, hello. I love all of these. I'm unmuted? Is that right?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Great. Okay. So the ladies are lifting the weights, and the rude guys who are drinking beer and smoking cigarettes say, this is what happens when you spray for mosquitoes. And there's a parrot on the bar with a banana, and the parrot says, sorry, I've got a new thing that's going to try to show my face instead of my cartoon. Wear a frowning mask. And then we have the guys on the donkey, and the guy behind the donkey says, whoa, a dragon. And the donkey goes, no. And he's dug in. He's trying to not go forward because it's Godzilla. And Godzilla says, so many wiggly things in a nice Godzilla script.
So many wiggly.
This was really fun.
Some of these drawings too are great. I love that arm on that lady in that first panel. And this is what happens when you spray for mosquitoes. What a great combination. Great. Thanks, Linda. All right, we'll see if Christian is there. We've got a few more after that.
Can I be the last one?
Sure, we'll go back to you, Christian. All right, we'll go to Linda, another Linda. Here we go. Oh, you're still muted, Linda. Let me see if you can unmute.
Okay.
There we go. Yep.
All righty. So my quote that I had just so that been somebody came to me and said, I like I like your hat. So I went with Godzilla thinking that the roof is a hat. I like your hat. And then it says, may I try it on? And then all the people inside say, no. And then he pulls it off and then they go, do you like my hat? And they said, and then everybody's saying weird stuff at the bottom. I was whispering like, yes, I like your hat.
I love it. Oh, wait, what's this? The second panel, they're saying, oh, try it on. Oh, great. I love it.
Yeah, I try it on. Yeah, I was so hasty. Like if I had a second draft, it would be tidier, but you know.
No, the energy of that draft is great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. That was fun and weird.
Everybody's okay with the weirdness. I'm glad. Okay, Michael is next.
So the most one I had was these. I mean, this is where I started, and so I just got so hung up on trying to capture as much of the visual information, right? But I started to improve as I went on.
Oh, becomes tender. So there's so much.
This is my favorite because I moved fast and I got some lines that I like. So, but then I got cowardly, and for this I did go with the parrot and the banana. And then again, like I'm always trying to do the exercise right and understand the rules, but I didn't really understand what was happening.
I threw it at everybody really fast.
So let's see. So I started with what was originally in the drawing. Are you okay? And then the banana says, are you implying that my smile is masking some kind of personality disorder? Which I did not write initially on the list. Then I went back to the list. I was like, oh no, I'm deviating from the rules. So then I went back, lock him up, lock him up, lock him up. Your horse is standing on my foot. It makes no sense, but
yeah, it's pretty
it was on
absurd.
the list. It was on the list.
Thanks. Can I see that first panel again? Oh, let it come into focus. Oh, it's such a simple one. There's such tenderness in that first panel. I love it. Thanks, Michael. And nice to see you in your new space. That's so
yeah.
Right? Okay, we'll go to Dolly next if Dolly's ready. Then we'll go to Sarah, then F, and then Kathleen. Let's see if Dolly's ready. Maybe not.
Hello.
Hi.
I would like to share my screen.
Yeah, we can let you do that, Dolly. Let me see if I can let you.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah, you should do that. Don't know. Remove spotlight.
Wait, I'm having trouble. There it is. I found it. Okay. So I went for a little commercial here. It says Holy Moon Dust, and then the other guy comes in and says it helps you sleep. So if you can't sleep, take some and say good night.
It is like a commercial, and it's those two guys at the beach. I love it. It's simple. Nice.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. We'll go to Sarah next. Here we go. Oh, there we go.
Hey.
Hey there.
It's so funny. Everybody's so funny. I liked those really, really fast ones. Just like the nonsense of it. So my banana and my bird, the most recent thing I whispered was helping one of my kids with their math. So it's just like helping him with his math. But then I love that muscly lady. So you know, she's just like me, and then the weight of it all. As they say, and then the 600 years ago or whatever was where's the nearest school, and then the overlapping voices was sort of that protest stuff everybody was saying with enough is enough. Drop the weight.
I love the story that you did with the dumbbell, the dumbbells being great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
So fun. Bye.
Okay, great. Okay. if F is there, we will go to F next, and then Kathleen, then Robin, then Marlene, or Goatee. Here we go.
Hello. I didn't realize my full name wasn't on there.
Ah, who's that?
I don't know how clear this is. So I did the cat with I didn't mirror my image. Whoops.
We can see it.
The cat and the dog, and it's saying it's time to storm the castle. That was the 600 years ago. And then presumably in the castle, the baby is screaming, "Where is the bathroom?" And then Godzilla proclaims cease and desist. And then the parents are saying, "I think she's finally asleep," which was the last thing that we whispered.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Love that it's happening inside the castle. Everything is happening. Especially the what are they saying in the first panel? They're saying
It's
time to storm the
It's time to
castle.
storm the castle. That was the picture of the cat and the dog.
Time to storm the castle. I like the idea that maybe this child is going to sleep while they're storming the castle. No, don't storm the castle while the baby's going to sleep. Anyway, thanks so much. This is so fun. Great. Thank you. Okay, we'll go to Kathleen next, then Robin, then Marlene. Oh, there we go.
You guys hear me, or
Yeah.
is it clear?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So I mistakenly picked the same dialogue twice. I think it's mirrored, sorry. So it's the one where the alien arrive on Earth and it asks where's the lavatory? But I changed it to the Godzilla. The Godzilla asks the lady, and the lady says, "Oh, there's a town down there. You can ask." And then boom, boom, boom. He walks to and then he politely asks everybody "Where's the lavatory?" And everybody just Sorry, it's mirrored.
It's not mirrored, it's forward. We can see it forward. That's a great use of the repetition, right? And the sort of mismatch of what the character wants and what the character is doing is really funny. Thank you. That's terrific. Okay, we'll go to Robin.
Hello. Okay. So I'm trying to get this to focus. For the first one, I've got the donkey and the rider is shouting F insurance. And then it's a close-up of the guy who was pushing the donkey saying, "Sorry, I can't risk having an uninsured donkey in my barn. Sorry, pal."
Oh, wow.
And then they're saying, "Don't worry, Pinecone, maybe the city has better policies." And then in the city, Godzilla is saying, "You guys take things way too seriously."
Sometimes you got to vent about capitalism. That works really well. Thanks, Robin. Terrific. All right, we'll go to Marlene. Goatee next. Here we go. Let's see. There we go. Oh, I can't hear you yet. Are you managing to unmute? Yep. Oh, try it again. Hang on. Try again, Marlene. Able to? You had it for a moment, I thought. Should we come back to you? You should be able to unmute. We can't. Yeah, I'm not
Hello.
sure. Okay, we'll come back to you, Marlene. Try it. I'm going to click that button that says ask you to unmute again, and you can try it. Okay, we'll go to Edgar. I wonder what Edgar did with today's strange prompts.
I will show you. Let me bring myself up here. Oh, and wait a minute. Wait a minute. Here we go. Well, I took one of my drawings, I think the 8th drawing with the 2 blank figures. But anyway, it's Edgar makes his stand-up comedy debut. The green room at the DC Improv Comedy Club. Edgar studies the words in his routine. I consider myself a smooth guy. I dress smooth and I talk smooth, but it doesn't always go smooth for me with the ladies. So I'm whispering as I'm sitting there. Edgar waits at the edge of the stage as he gets introduced by the host. And now a guy that really cleans up with the ladies, the over 80 variety. And you'll note that my folder of material is now sitting on the table. I'm going to do it without reading.
What?
So anyway, so I'm doing my routine. So I come to the punchline of the first joke. So she asks the usual questions. This is a first date. Where are you from? What's your job at the Air Force Base? What are your nuclear codes? Ha 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 ha. The audience is laughing. And I say, God, I hope she isn't a spy. Well, it will turn out that she was. After the show, dozens of strangers tell me how funny I was. They really did, and it astonished me. Then two attractive young ladies come up to me. Wow, Edgar, you were really funny. Thanks. Can we take a picture with you? Well, sure you can. I felt just like Mick Jagger. So anyway, that's my little DC comedy club that actually happened in May of this year.
May of this year, you did stand-up
I
comedy?
did my debut at the DC Improv Comedy Club in downtown DC.
Well, if there's a recording, I hope you'll share it with us. That's amazing.
There actually is. It was filmed, so I'll figure out a way to get it to you so you can see it.
Please do. Okay. And meanwhile, I just put the sharing information in the chat again. Thanks,
Oh,
Edgar.
good. I always like to load it up. It's a nice way to remember.
Nice. Okay, we'll go to Jack next, then Rebecca, then Christian. There we go. Thanks, Edgar.
You bet.
This is my first time ever, so this went so fast I couldn't even believe what I was doing. But
Went a little fast.
Can you see this?
Yep.
Okay, so what's that? The parrot is saying to the banana, and the banana is saying, "Hey there, big girl." And then down here, the parrot and the banana notice the moon, the banana being an alien, and it says, "Home sweet home."
Oh.
And then they're both in a rocket saying, "Fly me to the moon."
I love it. I love that the parrot and the banana. It's like the cow and the spoon going off over the moon.
Exactly. I tried to mix them all up. Thanks for letting me do this.
Sure. Thanks, Jack. And I hope it didn't go too fast. I appreciate you giving it a try. All right, we'll go to Rebecca, then Christian. Here we go.
Thank you, Tom.
Sure.
Did you get your haircut?
Yeah, drastically.
Looks nice.
Thank you.
So I like the Electra one, so I have her saying, "My humors are unbalanced." And then her companion says, "Would you like to try some of my Nepenthes pharmacon?"
Whoa.
She asks, "What's in it?" And he says, "Cannabis and opium." And she says, "Oppa." That was the one that people would all say together.
Oh, right.
Honestly.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Hilarious. Great job. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay, we're going to try Marlene again. I think Marlene got unmuted. Here we go.
Yeah, hi Tom. Sorry about that. Thank you for
Oh, it's
letting
okay.
me. Yeah, mine is a little bit different. I'm doing patterning for the first time and I enjoyed it. And so I'm going to start off with emotions in my first one, where there is a grandpa who's a bit cranky. And he's got a pet who doesn't understand that when grandpa sleeps and takes a beauty sleep, he shouldn't be barking. And so you can see the expression on his face and the sound effects saying to the little pup, "Shut up, you mutt. I'm having my beauty sleep." And so little mutt is so scared behind the tree. Then the next one, the alien has noticed that these strange people that moves around on the planet Earth They put some people into boxes and then they lower them into the earth.
Wow.
And he's quite concerned. So he says, why on earth would they put them in boxes and then cover them up? So really, he's showing that he's scared, and it's a human emotion, which he might have as an alien. Yeah, and then finally, I drew a man who's falling backwards because someone is shooting him. And I purposely use pink for the suit because it can be the other way too, with Stop Domestic Violence, where the man is the victim and he's falling down in a pool of blood. And so for me, we should all be mindful of each other and look after each other. And I thought I'd put a little ribbon there in pink to draw attention, not to take frustration out on your partner violently. Thank you for letting me share.
Wow, Marlene, thanks.
Wonderful
Yeah, you
message.
really went deep with that. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll wrap up, I think, with Christian. If Christian's ready, see what Christian drew for us today.
Hello.
Are you there, Christian?
So
All
basically,
right. Let's see.
when I said, I'll put this as a way you understand. So basically, this is the guy. They're just like, they look like something from Spirited Away. They look at him and like, what happened to your head? And everyone says, are you going to be sucked into it? And I said, do you even know what's happening to you? And he keeps sucking. And then he's like, oh my God, it's happening. How are you not responding to what's happening to you?
I feel like that's the story of my life. Something's happening to me that I'm not aware of. And then it's too
Or
late.
like you just ignore it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, Christian, thank you so much. All right. And again, I'm going to put all that information in the chat. Thanks, everybody. Wait, is that the right chat? No, that's not the right. This is the right thing. Sorry. In the chat there we go. Is a lot of information. Okay, thanks, everybody. This was I got to laugh a lot. Thank you so much. I didn't think this was going to benefit me as much as I thought. But you gave me a lot of chuckles, and I think I really needed that. And sometimes things are hard, and a little absurdity, a little mashing together of ideas and images is really freeing and fun. So I really appreciate that. We always wind up by allowing people to unmute themselves and ask them to unmute, but I'm just going to say thank you. I will be at SPX if anybody is going to be at SPX, which is the next convention. Also, Carly, our assistant director, will be in Columbus, Ohio in a couple of weeks after that, and there's a bunch of more festivals coming up. And next week, Michael Ashner, who's in the chat there, he's going to MC, and Marek Bennett will be here hosting, and Marek's got something really cool planned. So thank you, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, everybody.
Benefited us.
For always being
Oh,
Tom, do
me
you
too.
save the chat to see afterward?
What's that, Judith?
You get to see the chat after? Do you look at it after so you could see what people wrote?
It does. Yeah, it saves the chat. But as soon as I leave, it wipes everything out. So I'll.
Oh, but I asked if you do because a lot of people said stuff to you. So.
Did they? Thank you, Tom. Oh, thank you. I mean,
different things.
Yeah, don't look at all the jokes
I
we said about
I
you.
appreciate that, Judith. I will go.
We get to say thank you again.
And we love your
Thank you,
shirt and your
Tom.
haircut.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, everybody.
Good
This has
night,
been a
everybody.
delight, and we'll see you all next.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.